Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still Got Game, episode 460. Still Got Game is the official podcast of TooLtoPlay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger the Hitman.
I am Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
And as you can see, Hit is well practiced up to
That
return
was
to the
the
show.
most unsure of like who I was response I've ever given. I'm like, who am I?
What's your name?
Do I want to be Hitman tonight?
I never hear my name anymore. I never see anyone. Fucking COVID, man. Like, wait, what's my name again? Like,
My name's Roger. Yeah, that's not my name tonight. It's a different name. So yeah, there's three of us tonight. Hit's back after like a month or so hiatus. So welcome back, Hit.
oh, thank you. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to have you back, man.
Yeah, actually, the last episode you were on is the one that we I think announced. No, actually, we announced that while you were gone. Your fame and infamy.
We talked about it in the one night. Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, it was still pre the actual Game Awards. It was the where you announced your selection.
I think they've had the shows since.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in early April.
All right.
At the
Yeah. So yeah, we talked about when you were announced as a person of interest, but not since. So, but welcome back. Hopefully, it'll be like riding a bike, and we'll just all kick ass and take names. All right. Well, we'll just jump right in the show proper. And if you're on our live stream, you want to talk to us, say something, and we'll do it up with you. We'll add your shit to the show, and we'll have a good time. All right, we'll just start off with the mailbag. Selden, I did it. I did the thing I wasn't supposed to do.
You clicked on the bottom bar, didn't you?
Yep, but I'm going to try to do a show anyway. We're just going to keep going and hope this fixes itself.
what?
So I have this Nvidia driver issue that affects one of my two monitors. That's a known issue, where if you mouse over your taskbar and a little preview icon pops up, then your mouse pointer slowly floats around the screen for
Disappears.
Yeah,
What
you no
was
longer have.
that? Did you
Oh.
see that, Selden?
Yeah, he froze.
And that was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Am I
We're not
frozen
moving again.
Uh-oh.
we're having all kinds of technical issues.
Uh-oh.
No.
Please stand by.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Is the stream still on?
Oh, the stream
It
seems good.
seems like it's going okay. Let's take it from the top.
Wait, I don't. He's
Oh, you
not
guys
moving for me still.
Hey,
I see
he's,
you guys.
he's moving on the stream on Twitch.
So wait, so we're moving on the stream. but you
Oh
guys
yeah,
can-
we are moving around on the stream.
It's
Yeah, it's
Zoom is
working.
messed up.
Oh my god, are we gonna have to? Oh my god, are we gonna have to do this like this the whole time?
I hope not. Can you guys hear me at least?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Everything's fine. It's just we
Yeah.
can't see you on. Oh, it's
Oh.
moving now.
What's moving?
What's going on?
Discord, your screen's moving. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Well,
Let's start over. Let's start over.
Okay, well, you think we're good, but I don't think we're actually good. Like, I can't.
Why?
Because I still have no mouse control over anything on my computer. I can talk and do a show, but I can't. I'm out of it after I get past what we're playing. So.
Yeah,
Oh, this is bad then. Then restart everything.
yeah, because the Zoom meeting
At this
it just
point,
keeps freezing up the Zoom meeting too.
yeah, your cam keeps freezing up every.
Okay. And I'm also going to turn on and then hide my taskbars because that's really where the problem comes from.
Why don't you turn off the Windows arrow thing, whatever that
Is
is?
that where you think it's coming from?
But
wait.
that's part of the previewing thing. It's that arrow.
Oh, wait. I'm back. I got it. I fixed it. There we go. I managed to get my mouse pointer over to the other monitor and it fixes everything. See?
Yes.
All right, game on.
So, maybe I'll just
Yes.
stop the stream and start it over so that we have a fresh recording.
It's up to you. I don't know. It's up to you.
We're not
I'm
far
going to
into it.
continue on from here now because I'll just take the beginning, I'll mix it with the end, and we're all good. So, all right.
So where are we starting from?
I'm going to say,
If you're in chat right now.
if you're in chat right now, blah, blah, blah. All right, and
Okay.
I'm leaving my mouse pointer on the other screen. Actually, let me do this first. That way I don't even have to go over to that screen. Shift Windows. Ah. So my chat's also on the screen now, which is what screwed everything up. Yep, we had some technical difficulties, but we're all good now. All right, here we go. All right, back to the show in 3, 2, 1. And if you're in chat right now and you want us to bring something up during the show, let us know and we'll try to work it in the show. And, why don't we start off with mailbag for feedback and questions from last week's show? And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Play-Doh Kid comments. I feel like you gentlemen breezed through my request for a Patreon to become a guest host for an episode. I was serious, so please consider it and let us know what it would cost.
Wow.
I don't remember this.
This was last episode when you weren't on. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, he's Plato's had a couple running comments the last few shows. The first one was something about being on the show or
having fans on, maybe.
Or something like that. And then last time he had the comment about creating a Patreon account and paying us to let him do on the show.
And now it's just pure begging.
Wow.
No, now it's actually being serious about the Patreon. So I don't know. I never even thought about this, about bringing on someone else, but I don't know. We'll at least throw you a bone and we'll speculate, guys. What did you think? What would you think it would take to get someone on the show, monetarily wise?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's the lowest you would take to have some rando on
I don't
the show
know
with
if there's
us?
any amount. Like, I don't even know if it's right to take any money. I don't know.
I don't taking money.
Like, Patreon is like you charge. There's tiers, right? The way it works is tiers, and like the person that runs it gives you certain things for these tiers. Like,
so like there'd be some god tier perk that gave you.
Like, I just don't know what we could give as any tier at all. Right? Like,
Yes.
What about our headshots? We could get headshots. We could sign them.
No.
Yeah, we don't have T-shirts. We don't have any of that stuff. So, I just don't see how this works. But
like you're saying that like in one of the tiers you could become a guest host, possibly
for a single episode.
I mean, yeah, that's possible. What other tiers do you offer? You just only that one? I don't even know if they allow that.
It's like a tier,
right?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. Like,
well, I think the first thing that we need him to do before we even consider it, maybe he should call in so we can hear.
Oh yeah.
The voice in action type thing is see if it fits with our
witty
MO.
banter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Give us a call. I scrolled too.
Like, it couldn't be someone straight off the street, right? Like, you couldn't just turn on the stream one day and then like see and then like get on within minutes. Like, no, there's got to be a little work.
You're coming
if Altius said he wanted to be on as a guest host, definitely, no problem. Every week he writes messages. Every week, he's communicating with us. We know who he is. Like.
Yeah, Play-Doh Kids only got three comments as far as I know. I guess I could search back further, but I just remember the last 3 episodes. But
yeah. But I mean, maybe it's an option that we do that if we can come up with something for a Patreon, and if people actually want to pay for it.
Yeah,
I don't know, $5. $5 if you guess those.
Well, now you're underselling us.
I don't know.
Wow. Yeah. So why don't you give us a call, Play-Doh Kid, at 773-527-2961, and
what about one of the tiers? We do like a high tier where it's like the sponsor tier.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an idea.
Yeah.
Like a brand. I don't know, like
Astro. Like,
yeah, sure, Astro. Like, yeah, $200. We talk about you for the next month or something. I don't know.
All right, yeah, we'll try this out, maybe, but definitely for you, since you brought this up, Play-Doh Kid, if you want to be on, uh, take a new release next week and leave us a voicemail of you covering the new release. 773-527-2961. We'll try it out. We'll drop your audio right in the show. Just look up a game that's coming out in the next week and.
Hey, look how Selden got on the show. There's a great example.
Yeah, Selden was a super fan.
Selden was a listener.
Mhm.
Then he started sending in messages, voicemails.
Selden
We
007
start-
asks.
For a while, we didn't play them, and then we finally figured out a way to play them on stream, and we played them.
Yeah.
And then he didn't send any in for the longest time. We complained about it. I remember
took
this.
like a 3-year hiatus.
Yeah, we were like, where the fuck are the messages, Selden? And then they started pouring in. And then I think we asked him to be on.
Yeah,
and then,
now he's on the show.
Yeah.
So that's how it's done. Do that.
Yeah.
We'll see you in 6 years. So. All right. Next comment. Oh, now I know how. Popball Midi Freeth comments, in response to your pronunciation question, it's pronounced Pop-all Midi Freeth. Once, during a particularly intoxicated game of PUBG, I tried to tell my squad, pop a cap in all these mini freak kids, but that's not how it came out. I adopted my new name the next day. So obviously, this guy left a comment last week hit, and we didn't know how to say this. It's basically unpronounceable until we got this cheat sheet.
I appreciate the backstory too. Now it totally makes sense. One drunk night.
That's how all Selden's good stories start. So, yep. All right. Well, thank you, Popball Mini Freeth, and we look forward to getting more comments from you in the future. All right. Next up, Bugsy420 asks, do you think the whole cyberpunk situation is why developers and publishers aren't taking advantage of this dead zone you were talking about on the last show? It seems to me that if you have something done, regardless of when you said you were going to release it now.
The cyberpunk is the perfect example of why you should not do that.
Yeah.
And Halo is a perfect example of what you should have done.
Yes, delay release when it's right. Yeah. There probably is someone with a game that's done and canned that they're not still polishing, and for those people maybe, but unless they've picked their release window for a specific time for a specific reason, like they need to have some profits in some quarter and none in some other quarter. I don't know. There's a lot of things that we don't understand that also move the calendar around, but it is a terrible dead zone, like we talked about last week. There's no new games.
It's real bad right now.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think you're really walking a fine line right now during this dead zone, because if you put a game out, it's going to get every eye on it right now, and you're going to hear the feedback, bad or good. And if it's not completely polished and ready to go, the internet trolls are going to freaking rip it. So
there's a new game that just recently got a little bit of attention. It's like a new game, and like I saw a streamer playing it, and I checked it out, and the game looks okay, but like it's like one of those like, have you seen that game? Like it's like something else. Like,
is it Outriders?
No, it's this game called Enlisted.
Yeah.
Saw Shroud was playing it, and yeah, and more and more people have been talking about it. I keep hearing like, have you heard about Enlisted? And like, you check it out, and the game looks all right. It looks like a Battlefield kind of clone-ish game.
At this point, people are any port in a storm. They're like,
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, it's the one thing that like everyone's like, oh, have you it's not even that good, and it's like, yeah, like have you looked it out? Like, man, it's bad right now. We'll try anything right now.
It's like, what was the battle royale that even I played for a while on PC, where you became a chicken, and because there was nothing else at the time. Realm Royale, and we all jumped on Realm Royale, and it was pretty shitty.
Yeah,
but everybody played it because there was nothing else. So
right.
All right, yeah, it's a dead zone. I don't know why they don't. There's probably a business reason, and we can all still play nothing or play minimal things or our favorite things until we get to something good. So, but thanks for the comment, Bugsy420. And last but certainly not least, Altius asks, with vaccines freely flowing here in the United States, what do you think will be the first gaming event that comes back in person? Do we even care? Will virtual E3 be a barometer how successful events can be online? Personally, I think the fan events like PAX will come back first. I don't think they'll cancel PAX West.
When is PAX West?
I think it's in September.
I was gonna say the fall time frame, with the latest being the Comic-Con event that they're holding in November.
On Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
like,
weird
I don't know.
choice.
I don't know if they have anything else before that, but
yeah, I don't know when Tokyo Game Show is, but I assume that being like
that would probably
bigger than
be.
E3 is probably not going to be a thing.
It would have to be a United States event. Could not be a world
actually, that's
event.
in the question too. Yeah,
It could not. It could not be a world event. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, in the United States, it's probably going to be PAX West. I checked this beginning.
Think it'll be September?
Like, look at. I saw some statistic today for the United States where 50% of adults in the United States have had at least their first shot.
Yeah.
So that means those 50%, if they haven't already, are getting their second shot within 4 weeks. The whole U.S. opened up to kids 16 or older. So 2 of my 4 kids already have their first shot. So I don't. It seems possible. Like if we got this far between January and April, then we have May, June, July, August, and then September's wide open, right?
I
don't know.
Like I like that we're seeing sporting events open up, but a sporting event is a little bit different than packing into a convention hall. And I
don't know. I feel like you're biased on this one because sporting events are just as crowded, if not more, than going into a convention center.
But you're there for like an hour and a half, and you're at a convention for 8 hours. So I don't know. I'm not sure we're gonna see any of the big events happen this year. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
Rod nothing.
Confirmed PAX West is September 3rd. So yeah.
And it is happening?
No, but he's out in the Seattle area, so I assume maybe. I don't know.
I mean, the Comic-Con event is happening, Selden.
Yeah, Comic-Con is definitely happening on Thanksgiving weekend, which people are none too happy about. People with families.
I mean, it's not a real Comic-Con. It's just something to have.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say PAX West is going to be on, and it'll be the first event in the U.S. gaming-wise. I can't think of any others that come.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. So.
Tokyo Game Show is when?
That's
July?
In the summer to fall
August?
time frame. Yeah.
Is PAX Australia still a thing or no?
I mean, I could see that happening
because the one place it's safe.
Yeah, one of the 2 places it's only safe.
Let's see, Tokyo.
Europe's got a bunch of shows too.
Yeah, like there's no way Gamescom's happening.
Tokyo Game Show is September also, normally.
Gamescom is the biggest convention in the world, and it's not happening. I doubt that. It's in Germany, right?
Yeah. Let's see when Gamescom 2019 was.
I don't know how bad Germany is right now, but
Gamescom 2019 was in August. So yeah, that would be a contender. So yeah, all these are the August-September time frame, but I think that the only people that are going to be dumb enough to do it are us here in the United States. So yeah. I think it will be PAX West.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you think it'll be this close to the attendance that we've had in the past, or do you think it's going to be like a quarter of the people?
I don't think so. I think that people that are double vaccinated are going to go. I started to get that God complex myself recently. So I feel like I'm invincible and I'm a god. I'll admit, not a good thought. I still spend most of my time here in the house, but and I still wear a mask if I go out. I'm not like a complete imbecile, but like I'm not like super paranoid and scared when I'm out, which is the difference. So, um, but yeah, it's that feeling of like I waited 3 months after I got vaccinated before I left the house. Like it's a weird mind thing that has to happen before you feel comfortable doing stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I don't think it's. I guess 1/4 attendance or less, and I'm sure the attendance is going to be uh, checked either way. They probably have some limit that they can have for attendance, and I'm not even sure it would meet that number based on people that are willing to travel, people that are willing to do this, and yeah, and I assume that because it's September 3rd, that's still Labor Day weekend, which is a piece of shit weekend to do event on anyway, which has always been a complaint of mine about PAX West. So, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, those were good questions. They carried us longer than usual. So if you have any questions or comments like these guys, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooledplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over to what we're playing? What have you been playing this week? Or
No,
this month for you, really? Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to reinstall. I did some upgrades on my computer, so I had to like reinstall all my games and stuff. And so I've been playing a lot of the old backlog of games, you know, here and there.
Nice.
What in the world?
Yeah, this was an unexpected visit right here.
Oh, I hope he's crazy.
That is hilarious. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I've been playing a little bit of everything, but mainly, you know, my usual Sea of Thieves. They just started their new season 2 update. They added a shit ton of stuff into the game. Warzone. I've been playing a lot of Warzone. Did my battle pass. They have another huge update coming up tomorrow or no, a couple days.
Yeah,
Wednesday,
it's like a 13 gigabyte download or something like that for that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be the big defining moment. So we'll see what happens.
Update.
Yeah, see what happens. And yeah, and a bunch of little games. That's about it. Yeah. What about you, Seldon? What have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Outriders. I'm actually enjoying that game thoroughly. Opened up to some multiplayer from randos coming in and stuff like that. And it makes the game so much easier when you have a lot of people in there. But playing through it solo is really, it's challenging at points. So it's keeping my my interest peaked. So other than that, on the Xbox, I've been playing some PGA 2K1, 2K21, whatever it is.
2K21?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I've been playing that. Trying to get my my skills up. It's been a while since I played a golf game like that. So working my way up. So maybe I can join some of those challenges with you and your group there, Hit.
You're
the speed golf
game.
I know.
A game, bro.
But other than that, on my phone, I've been playing Empires and Puzzles, some combat puzzles, and that one-shot golf game still. So
nice.
Wait, one shot. Which one's that? The real life one?
Yeah, the real life.
The one with from Celeste.
Yeah, that's where I saw it.
Yeah,
That's why I've been playing.
Yo, she keeps winning money on those tournaments.
Oh yeah, nice.
Like, damn!
Someone was telling me about this last week. I had no idea this even existed. So
it's just such an interesting concept, and the mechanics they feel spot on.
It seems so ghetto, but it's like, wow, this actually works.
Nice.
But it's been a lot of fun. What about you, Derek? What have you been up to?
Well, I played an upcoming, like I said, I don't like any games that are out now, so I'm only playing things that people are offering me to play, and I played a pretty anticipated upcoming PC title. Well, it's not just PC, but I played in PC, and then in addition to that I can't talk about, I played some Wizards Unite, Pokemon Go, and Toon Blast. But I will say the thing that I played on PC is pretty fucking sick. And
can you say what genre it is? Is it like a shooter, or is it a strategy, or is it?
I'm not sure if I can say, but if I was watching Happy Gilmore, did anyone get my reference yet? Not Happy, but his opponent. You still don't know.
No.
His last name is McGavin. Wow.
All right, move on.
You can Google this while the show goes on, yes. But it's that genre, and it's probably what you think it is. So.
Yes, I caught that finally. I finally got it. So.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Yes. So, yeah, I was pretty excited to get an invite for something that I'm checking out. But yeah.
Nice. Can't wait for Battlefield 6. Go ahead.
No, it's I was trying to think of something dumber, like Fearless, or what's something Sam. What the hell's that game?
Serious Sam.
Serious Sam 10. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yes, yeah.
It's that paint. It's that new paintball shooter, isn't it?
Oh yeah. It's paint 'em up. Yep. So yeah, pretty excited. So cool. Anyway, yeah, no other legit release titles yet. But we'll see. Still waiting for the good stuff. All right. On to that. Why don't we hop into the new releases? Only one new release out this week. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago because it had some big news around it, which is MLB The Show 21. And this is out for the Xbox Series X and S, the PS5, and we're done mentioning last-gen bullshit consoles that are pieces of shit. So we won't even talk about them. So it's out for all the big boys. And as we previously mentioned, this was a game that was previously a Sony exclusive that Sony makes. And now it's out.
Fucked up.
And now it's out. Not only is it out for the Xbox X and S, but it's on Game Pass. Like
and Switch. And Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess technically it's on Switch, but yeah. Pretty much done talking about that piece of shit too. But
oh my god.
Anyway, yeah, this is pretty fucked up. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, it's funny because we were talking about games that we're looking forward to, anticipating coming up, and you and I both said there's nothing really in there. Then we talked about the show coming out.
Yeah, I forgot
and how we were excited for it. Yeah, and then it came back later like, nah, there's still nothing coming out.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I'm going to pull this down off the Game Pass. Like, it's free. It's
you haven't preloaded and installed it with the day one patch?
I have not. Have you?
What kind of gamer are you?
Like I said, lately I've been on the PC.
So. I don't think his Xbox or PlayStation's been turned on.
I needed an excuse to use this fucking Xbox.
So I'm definitely looking forward to playing this.
Yeah, same.
Nice.
All my friends are too. It's gonna be good.
Should get a league going.
Yeah, like I want to know, like I want to see the online stuff. I tried researching it, but I can't really find any definitive stuff. But
yeah, no, some of the previous games like you have a league and either draft players, which seems a little over the top, but just pick a team and play through with that team, which is a little easier to do with your buddies. But
that's what I think. Yeah.
But yeah. If you guys find something and you want to set something up, maybe we could do it with us, all the hosts, bring in some listeners.
Yeah, we got to see what they have as options. I literally don't know. I don't know. We just don't know yet. Yeah.
So, but if there's something we can do to play with all of you, I'll definitely do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. But all right,
get a drinking game out of it.
Yeah. Hey, how many people did you lose to this week, Selden? 6. And then Selden takes his 6 shots, and the show gets fun. So, all right. On that, why don't we hop on over into gaming news? First story! Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta arrives on iOS and Windows PCs. So, not quite the same way it was on ShitDroid, but it's here, and it's played in a web browser. And the beta's opened up. They're picking people for it.
So does that mean that it just works on any browser?
I'm not sure any browser. I don't think you could use like an old like IE7, but I think any modern browser that supports all the
can I use Google Chrome on my PC? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like an app.
No, that's how they got around that stupid restriction.
Right.
So this is kind of like.
Can I play it on my MacBook with Google Chrome?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You know what I mean? Like, can I use any web browser on any computer, any device? Because the wording on this is weird.
Yeah,
I haven't actually dived into it, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I didn't look into that portion of it.
Because it says iPhone and something about tablet, and then web
iOS
browser.
and Windows PC, so it doesn't say anything about a Mac in the title.
Yeah, like it says Windows 10 PC, but what does that mean? You know, is it an app or is it a web browser running on Windows 10? You know, like it's kind of worded weirdly.
Yeah, well, obviously if it works on iOS and on Windows, it can't have a download that goes along with it. It has to be some HTML5 based thin client or whatever that.
Like, okay, how about this? This you probably can't do. Can you play it on a web browser built into a TV?
Well, the TV's operating system and CPU is probably so underpowered because they're all based on Android.
Right.
But if you think about it, the way I look at this, it's almost like, remember when Counter-Strike came out with the CSGO?
Yeah.
And that was a browser-based, you could play it completely browser-based, never leave your web browser, and it played as well as any Counter-Strike, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I'm looking at this, but instead of the source being CSGO, the source is whatever game you're streaming from Xbox Cloud Gaming. Because CSGO was impressive for the time all those years ago. So technology's gotten better, PCs have gotten better, the HTML standards gotten better. Like I'm kind of excited to try this.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is the next step that we've been waiting for. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try playing on my fridge.
I just really want it to work on my MacBook because that's in the most ideal situation for me where I could see myself using xCloud.
So that's
your only
laptop is a Mac laptop.
Yeah,
okay.
It's my MacBook.
Now, do you boot to Windows also, or you
no.
boot to Mac? Okay.
Yeah, just Mac.
All right. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens with that too. So I assume you signed up for the beta like months and months and months ago to get on the list, right?
No, God no.
All right. Well then we'll find this out at the release time.
Yes.
Actually, yes. Tiff may have signed. I think she signed up for the beta when I did, and she has a Mac. So if she gets in before you, then,
perfect.
Then we'll figure all that out. So
yeah,
of course these are all the real Macs still, not the new. My Mac is an iPhone Mac.
Right. So the next thing I was going to ask, you think it'll work on those ones then, and not
if it works
the old
on
ones?
iPhone, then you would assume it works on a
bigger exactly.
iPhone.
I bet you it wouldn't work on my MacBook, but it would work on the newer ones.
Yeah.
Watch.
Right.
Yeah. I did follow the story a little bit down the line. It looks like there's a company out there called Rainway that is partnering with Microsoft that is using this. Rainway has partnered with Microsoft to provide its software development kit to enhance the streamlined xCloud gaming technology. Rainway's browser solution integrates seamlessly into the Xbox Cloud gaming streaming stack, making it possible to bring Xbox content to gamers through a multitude of devices running either Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, or Safari.
Nice. All right.
So
I think
interesting.
I think the answer is guaranteed. It's going to work on the new shit Macs. But whether it works on the old Macs or not is whether these guys have some integration into those browsers. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I'd like to hear back from you guys on it because I've been enjoying it for a while. So
yeah, well, I wouldn't say enjoying it because you had to use a Android device, but
and a little screen like this. Finally, we're gonna be able to play on like bigger screens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. So. Yeah. All right. Next story.
Gamers rejoice. G4 unveils plans for this summer's return of Attack of the Show and X-Play. Story started to come out of the woodworks the last couple weeks about G4's trying to bring back G4 TV in some form or another, bringing back Attack of the Show, X-Play, and they also got some of the Ninja Warriors shows signed up to be on there as well. Mm-hmm. So, we all grew up watching G4 TV, and, it was some of the better video game coverage we've seen through those years. So I'm excited to see this coming back, and I just can't wait to see how they've if they bring back some of the old hosts and some of the show content that they bring back. So
yeah, no, I'm excited about this too. Like I watched the shit out of G4 back in the day. I used to watch Cess and Morgan Webb all the time, and then in PAX East 2010, I had the opportunity to make friends with Sessler, and I've seen him every year since until the pandemic. And yeah, this is exciting news. Like, it's almost like dipping back to your, not, I wouldn't say youth, because these shows weren't in our youth, but they were in our you know, 20s, 9 to 10, 18s to 25s. So yeah, I'm super excited for this.
Allie Baker used to be on that on it, right?
She was on, yeah, she did some show on the
she did, yeah,
tailing G4. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not watching. I'm not watching till they bring her back.
All right.
Yeah, mark my words.
I would love to see, you know, the Kevin Pereira and Olivia Munn come back, but there's no way they're going to get Munn back on this show. And last time I heard Kevin, it was in some off in the woods somewhere, because I think he's reclusive now, so.
Living off the grid.
Yep. Yeah, no, but this is it's exciting news, and I know that, like, I can imagine that Sessler wants to get back in the limelight. He's been kind of shelved for years. I know he's had some medical stuff going on, and but yeah, he's still the same guy inside. Hell, somewhere on YouTube there's a Too Old to Play advertisement by him from PAX East 2010.
Nice.
After he had 700, 800 drinks. Yep. So yes, always a good time. But yeah, I love the Cess, and I am looking forward to this comeback. Tremendous.
I mean, it was just, they had such a unique style delivering the information and the entertainment, and it was always fun to watch, and there was always something going on. And you know, it'll be good if they can get that back and bring some, you know, some new blood into it as well to, you know, carry the shows and stuff like that.
You could see maybe the old X-Play host bringing in new X-Play hosts with them, and yeah, I don't know. Even if it was only for some amount of time, then hand off to some new people, but at least it gives it the credibility that we want it to have. So, all right, next story. Hit can't read any tonight, ladies and gentlemen, due to some issues at his home, so Selden and I will be rocking these. Xbox continues gradual removal of Xbox Live Gold from free-to-play games. So we talked about this story a while ago, where even games like Minecraft, or not, Minecraft's not free-to-play, Fortnite, Netflix, like there were plenty of free to play things that you needed a subscription for, or you could buy content in, but you still need an Xbox Live Gold membership to play. And we talked about, like, 3 or 4 months ago, Microsoft was phasing these out, and they're slowly one by one doing it. So whether it's a game like Fortnite, whether it's you no longer need to log into an Xbox Live Gold account to use your Hulu account, all of these restrictions are slowly being chipped off one by one. And I think this is a good move on Microsoft's part.
Kind of late.
It's probably like 6 years too late.
Yeah, like, what took so long?
Yeah, the games with gold haven't been good for a long time, and that's because, you know, the focus is on Game Pass, and I think it's about time to put the Xbox Live Gold to bed.
The gold paywall to use the things that you already pay for elsewhere. Yeah, it was a weird thing for a while, and like, even my daughter had this issue for years and years with playing Fortnite. So because she didn't, once she was in high school, and Selden, use your other arm, your microphone. Yeah. So even when she was in high school and then went into college and she wanted to play Fortnite, she didn't have Xbox Live Gold, so she would log in one of the boys and then log herself in so she could, you know, commandeer off their gold. But there's no reason why she shouldn't have been able to play a free-to-play game with a free Xbox account. So now she's all squared away, and hopefully the rest of this gets wrapped up soon and we can just pretend this never happened. So.
Right. Along with this, aren't they getting rid of the whole Xbox? They're renaming the whole to Xbox Network or something like that.
Yeah, we did cover that story a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So this is all falling in line with that. So hopefully they can make this transition seamless and not cause a big pushback from the fan base that's out there, because I think in the end result it's going to be better for us as video game players and console enthusiasts to get rid of it. So
yeah, absolutely. Blow away the paywall and sell a service that gives you something and not just gameplay. And that's when Sony's going to have to figure out a way to answer that, because they originally balked at Microsoft's method. And then they were like, oh, we'll copy that PlayStation Network, and we'll do the couple free titles a month too. And now, you know, the ball's going to be in their court. So we'll see what happens.
Now they're making their own Game Pass.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
I thought I predicted that.
I'm pretty sure we all
brilliant.
did. Yes.
But
Curious.
But moving on to the next story, we're going to move on to Sony admits it made the wrong decision and will keep the PS3 in Vita stores. Vita stores. I totally messed that up, man. I stopped as soon as I said. I was like, "Wow, that was wrong." But they're going to keep those stores
Android guy. Yeah.
open. This is, obviously this is, not in the same vein, but it's close to what Microsoft is trying to do. Microsoft's not closing out the storefront for the old Xbox games, though. Whereas it looks like Sony came to this decision that they were going to close this down. They actually went through with closing it down, or they were going to shut it down on July 2nd. And apparently the internet has raised up in arms, and they said that maybe upon further reflection, however, it's clear that it was the wrong decision.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, you think? I remember when I read that, I was like, what? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
it's bad.
Shut down a part of our market. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sets a precedent for digital purchasing. It's like, do I really want to buy this digitally then? If it's going to go away?
Well,
I'm
glad previously purchased wasn't going to go away. It was only new stuff.
No, but just in general, like they just one day, like, oh, all the stuff that you bought doesn't work, done. Like, just the fact that they have that power, it's like, oh man, this sucks. It just kind of reminded you that they control so much on their end.
Yeah, and this goes back to the people that maybe they didn't upgrade to the PlayStation 4 and they're still playing the PlayStation 3. If they have to re-download a game, if the marketplace is gone, they can't download it again.
That's true.
Right. The main problem with this, and this is the difference between Xbox and PlayStation, is that Microsoft planned ahead. And this is why they're the multiplayer guys. Their network is better than Sony's. Yeah. Like, it's hands down, like in all aspects. So like when they add the Xbox, the OG, then the 360, and then the One, like I don't remember when they like put everything all under one eco, but like they made that decision at some point. They were like, we need to put everything under one
store, boom.
Yeah, one everything. So like, yeah, I think they had to shut down the OG Xbox Live.
The old
we're
Xbox
on 2.0
Live Arcade.
No, like the Xbox Live, like it.
Oh, the original service, yeah, that shut down, and they did get the original Xbox Live Arcade too.
And that's when they decided we need to make this into like one proper thing. Yeah. Sony hasn't done that, and now they're paying the price from having all these separate systems and
they have 4 stores.
Like, shit, yeah. So like I don't feel bad for them about it. You should have thought of that when you fucking like came out with all these things. Like theirs is a little bit more complicated because they have like several devices, like the Vita. Like Microsoft doesn't have a Vita, but yeah, like it's just they're so messy. Their whole network stuff is messy.
They slop together, and now
even the PlayStation 5 is like that now too, with the whole like extra storage stuff. It's like, man, it's so like it's so weird. It's so weird.
Speaking of that, I'm going to feed you in a story that then you seem to know something about.
Sure.
Digital Foundry tests reveal that external SATA SSDs are best for PS5 users.
Say that again. External SSDs?
Yes, are best
like via USB?
Yes, are best for PS5 users. Oh, did you not know this story yet?
No, I didn't know that. That's
bad. Want to say that, you don't need
That's bad.
You don't need to buy the external NVMe SSD to get faster load times. Apparently, the SSD is just as fast.
I mean, SSDs are basically M2s, but the NVMEs are like the next gen of M2s, and like they're supposed to be faster and better.
One is supposed to be the pipeline to the storage,
right?
But the storage is always supposed to be the same because it's all digital. Like you can't speed up the digital access. You can speed up the pipeline to that, but apparently, the external SATA ones are just as fast as the fancy boys for.
So you can use the old gen hard drives if you have an SSD version.
Yep.
Like Xbox had a SSD, a Seagate one. It was like a 2 terabyte one or something.
Well, it wasn't just that, but you could use any of those external SSDs that did USB 3. But yeah, same thing for the PS5 and.
Wow, that's good for them because now they don't have to worry about external
super expensive
the M2 but
and
installing it too. Yeah, but it's also bad because then that means that like, did Sony lie about what this console
Remember we watched a whole press event about Sony
how about their M2's the best and we revolutionized this whole fucking thing. This was awful.
Nobody understood drives until Sony understood drives. Yes.
I fell asleep. It was so bad. Anyway.
Yeah, that was
dude, everything about that console, man. This is what a disaster. Like just wow.
Yep. Yeah.
And the shitty part is like they're winning. Like they have such a large market share. Like it's not fair, man.
It's terrible. Not fair. No, it's not. But
I think we went into it knowing that they were going to be winning consoles.
Oh, we know.
Oh, like we all do.
But
it just
brand loyalty. Like it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to take back a market share. Once you've lost it. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're still pumping out more consoles than Xbox, so that's where they're getting their sales because you can't get either one of the consoles still.
No, but they're selling more. But
I mean, up here you can get them pretty easily now. Like I'm seeing them on shelves now.
Oh yeah,
I'm like holy shit!
You go into stores and see shelves?
That's
impressive. Nice.
Back when we weren't in lockdown,
Yeah. Probably because people are going to stores and seeing shelves, but just
yeah,
it's possible. All right, Selden, you mentioned some, so I'm giving you a story. This is a new thing. I'm not letting people pick. You see the one I selected for you here? This is based on exactly what you were just saying.
Wow.
All right, I'll take it then.
No free will anymore. Jesus.
Yeah. We're still spending record amounts on gaming a year into the pandemic, and
shocker.
This is primarily due to the PlayStation sales. Like, this is insane.
Why are we talking about this?
Because at some point, people should have run out of money. Well, normal.
What?
Yeah, like people, they had other stuff.
Run out of money?
Or run out of expendable income and had to, like, reel shit in. There's still, I don't know what it's like in Canada hit, but here we still hear about jobless numbers and all that stuff. Is that not a big issue in Canada?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So here in the U.S., there's still, like, things are coming back, but there's still plenty of people without jobs, plenty of people on unemployment. So even the greediest of people who had lost their jobs and still found a way to pick up a new console, people are still buying stuff. It's insane.
I figure if you have enough money to buy a console, you have enough money to buy stuff for the console. Like I don't know if you're gonna buy the console and then nothing.
All right, I'm gonna give you a remember when. do you remember when you were a college kid and you got your? I'm trying to figure out when you were in college because you
PlayStation 2.
All right, so you afforded a PlayStation 2 while you were in college, but
yes.
Did you buy?
I bought the whole launch title.
But did you buy 20 games for it, or did you buy a handful?
Yeah, about like five or six games.
Wow,
Gran Turismo.
Look at you, big bucks.
Gran Turismo.
Not everybody was slinging whatever you were doing to make that money in college, but
I worked.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's not common here in the U.S. when people are in college.
Oh, to work and go to school?
Yeah, most people just sit on their ass and go to school.
Actually, I worked 30 hours a week.
I worked my ass off all through college.
And I went to college.
But Selden, you worked to pay for college, though, right? Or did you work
for
yeah, so that's the difference. People didn't work for fun money. they work to pay for their school.
Oh, it does. Most of that money went to drinking also, but it was definitely to pay for college first.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, there are people that can afford a console that maybe not can continue to afford tons of games or whatever. But
like for me, it's like it's hard for me to like invest in something fully, right? Like I'm not gonna get a PlayStation 5. I'm not gonna like buy games for it, and yeah, like I'm not just gonna get a PlayStation 5 and then like.
Well, I know, but we're also grown adults with
It
real
looks so
jobs
pretty,
and plenty of money. Like,
but like I wouldn't. That's what like I wouldn't buy it until I could do that.
I
Right?
guarantee you, there are kids in college right now that have a PlayStation 5 and they have
And
one
one
game that they could afford to scrape up for and a second controller, and that
Warzone.
was it.
Warzone.
No, because they're all playing sports games with some other person in school.
Warzone's free. Fortnite, free games. You don't
yeah.
even need to buy a game.
But I think it's the world's different now than it was back when we were in college. Like every kid's got a $400 or $500 cell phone that they replace every 2 years. I mean, you got. I don't think you can look at college kids the same way now as when we were in college.
I got two of them. Neither of them have consoles. Well, no, one has a console, but we do have a plethora of consoles here, so it's not.
And like you probably all have the latest iPhones too, right?
No, there's a decent mix of iPhone generations throughout the family.
I just think that things are different now than they were back then. So it's really hard to compare like us in college that would pick up the Sega, Genesis and the NHL game, and that's all we could afford.
Believe me, I understand this completely. I'll tell you, my senior year in college, I had a car phone in my car that was. No one had car phones. It was no one had a mobile phone. It was a ludicrous thing. We'd go driving somewhere and people would ask to make calls, and I'd be like, no, you can't call someone. It's like $3 a minute.
It's not nights or weekends. You can't call outside of nights or weekends.
There was that. No, that was the nights and weekends rate. Like there was, it was terrible. But yeah, so yeah, times have definitely changed. So.
Yeah, I think it's really but like you can get a console these days and you get so much more with it. Like what Hit was saying, you got Warzone, you got Fortnite,
and now Xbox got all your other stuff for free. So yeah,
and you got all kinds of other entertainment options coming through that Xbox or that PlayStation device. So
those aren't necessarily the games that people are playing. Like if you still go to college kids these days, and this is true facts. Like aside from Fortnite. The biggest games are still your Maddens and that shit, and your NBAs and your NHLs. Like that's your audience, and those do cost money. Your Fortnites don't, but the others do. So I don't know. We'll see what happens moving forward, but
I still think that maybe I didn't look at the article, but pretty sure that mobile gaming is probably still crushing any kind of console.
It's not the same. It's totally different.
No, that's like
CFL and NFL, completely different.
That's like sex doll versus real human. Yeah.
Wow, you have to go dark on that one. I still went CFL and if this guy go, oh Jesus.
I just wanted Sultan to know that that's where we place mobile gaming. It's somewhere.
Well, that's
near,
where we place it, but that's
rubber.
not where
plastic.
The majority of the world spends their gaming dollars is mostly on mobile.
It's not real gaming.
No, definitely
not. We all agree with that. But
we don't, because if we go back to your list of games, you've got Empires and Puzzles, combat puzzles. Like
you're playing Harry Potter and Pokemon.
Those don't cost me anything.
Neither do mine.
Okay. Next story. Xbox controller drift lawsuit to be settled out of court. So this is the thing we all knew. Xbox controllers blow. They start to drift after time. They're broken. Blah, blah, blah. Big class action lawsuit. We all probably got options to join in on this. But what they've chosen is to have arbitration instead of going to a court for this. So a magistrate will decide if and how much money we get for getting fucked over on this. And if I needed to provide evidence, I could probably pull out at least 12 controllers that have some kind of either vertical or horizontal drift in this house. Because we don't throw them away. We're idiots. We're like, that one sucks. Put that in the back and we'll get a new one. So you guys must have seen this, right?
Yeah, I've been loosely following the story, but it's, you know.
No, I mean, you've seen this with your own controllers.
Oh, yeah, with my own controllers. Yeah, I got a drawer full of these things. And if they settle this and they say we could do a 5-for-1 trade, I'll trade in 5 broken controllers for a new controller, even if it's going to break.
So you've never had a controller that had the drift problem?
No, not really. More like bumper buttons. And,
the bumpers I've smashed, yeah, especially on
not the sticks. No.
Wow. All right. Yeah,
I have had one where the stick I burned the stick completely off. I had to get a new one.
Oh, you mean like So that was okay. So you were in Tiff's boat because I had never seen anything like this. I saw Tiff's
all the pro players are like that,
and she had worn the rubber off the top
down to
of the stick.
Yeah,
like that's insane.
I've had a couple like that.
The bottom of it's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts. But yeah, this drift issue has affected at least 12 of our controllers across.
Like I've heard about the Joy-Con one, but not the Xbox one. That's new to me.
Oh, the Xbox one started like in the 360 era, and it just keeps going and going and going. So
yeah, I think even through our Destiny raids, I think I went through 2 controllers that eventually developed the drift, and you couldn't stay in the bubble without having to keep pulling back.
Yep.
You know how you stop having controller drift?
How? Hit? Tell us.
You start using a mouse and keyboard. Like a real man.
Wow. You know, Hit, some of us just like to relax a little bit.
Hey, you can.
No, you can't.
You just got to get the right keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, believe me, I play them all, but...
have you ever tried a gamepad? You ever try a 60% keyboard? I don't think so.
I'll tell you something, Hit. Back in the day, I tried a controller that was a joystick that you held in your hand that had a 6-axis control that you could lift up and push down and move in directions, and had 6 buttons on the sides that you could work with your hand, and it was an innovative controller. There was one point where I was playing Doom with 2 mice.
Doom.
2 mice.
Boom.
2 mice. Jesus.
Yes.
Next level, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You have one in each hand. One was for the movement. One was for the aim. It was insane. Because you could do that back in the day. Now you can't. You can't controller map all that shit. So, next story.
All right, I'll take this one. Oculus bringing AirLink wireless to native 120 hertz support and 120 hertz support to the Quest 2 headsets. Facebook and Oculus are pushing, the wireless headset forward even more by upgrading it to 120 hertz, which is going to be great for the flickering in the headset. And they've also integrated, and it's the AirLink, so you'll be able to play your PC VR games wirelessly through your Oculus 2 headset now, which is great because before you'd have to run the cable to it and then play it like you were tethered the whole time. So they're making great strides, and it's really, this unit is becoming better and better as the months go by. So
it's pretty fairly cheap.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the cheaper ones on the market still. So.
Yep. Hit doesn't see the value in this because he already has a fancy one, but for kids, this is a great purchase. Hit's not even going to talk to it. He's just like, whatever. I think this is good news, Selden. So,
yeah.
Nah.
Anyways,
yeah. Hits our elite tonight. He's so elitist.
Have you picked up your VR headset in a while, Hit, or no?
Yeah. It was one of the games I was playing when I reinstalled everything.
You didn't talk about it during when I'm playing.
Yeah, I said I literally said that. I reinstall all my games.
Reinstall your games, yeah.
And I had to try out, make sure they all working and stuff.
Yeah,
and
now you did say that, yeah.
Yeah, play a little bit here and there.
All right, fair enough. All right, next story. Sony's PS5 update adds 120 hertz and 1080p for 1080p displays and better HDMI control. So this is kind of a long-awaited update, to be honest, but it's for the PS5. So things that can do 120 hertz or more are now supported. You can turn on all those HDMI controls, like when my TV turns on, turn on my PlayStation 5, and turns off, don't. But most of us have fancy Harmony remotes, so we don't give a fucking shit about that.
Everyone has Harmony remotes?
I got 2 Harmony Elites in the house.
Yeah, but why do you think that everybody...
Because who the fuck still lets their TV turn on their console?
I don't know.
Do you?
Does my Xbox turn on my TV?
Well, you can do it the other way too, but that's going on.
I just tell Alexa to do it.
Yeah, my Google or my Alexa turns on my Xbox.
Yeah, I don't know why this.
My Xbox turns on the TV. It's just. I thought that's something that everything was doing. I didn't realize it was a big idea.
Yeah, anyway, let's move on.
All right. So anyway, yeah, there's all kinds of new stuff in the PlayStation update.
Cool.
Yay!
I haven't turned that thing on in a long time.
Well, when you do, it's going to get this fucking update because I have to get it too because I haven't turned it on in like at least a month. So.
Forever. Yeah, at least a month.
How are the Sony PlayStation 5 updates when you have to turn them on?
The first one.
No fucking clue.
No,
this will be the first one.
No, you must have got one. From when you got it,
I mean, maybe he did it without me knowing.
Yeah, because the first one took no time at all. It was like Sony had finally figured it out. It was like, oh, you got an update. And I was like, oh, fuck, here I go. Might as well go cook dinner. And I clicked the OK, and like I got in the kitchen, started doing stuff out of the fridge, and it was already done. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they got their shit together on that and it continues because I know that used to be a chore to like, I guess I'll play with you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Figure this out. All right, I'll take the last story, so I'll just keep this quick and easy because it's a non-story. Horizon Zero Dawn, also known by Yant as Horizon Dawn Zero, never has said it correctly. This game is starting tonight. Is free on PS4 and PS5. So if you have a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, you haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn, pull it down tonight.
Well, but you need PlayStation Network. Or is it completely free?
I assume who has a PlayStation without PlayStation Network? No. Now I have to read this story.
This was gonna be quick, and now
Jesus
it's slow.
Christ, fucking hit. Sony will be adding in at play at home lineup. Blah 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 blah. It says PS4 and PS5 owners. You have until May 14th to claim it.
That makes it sound like just owners, not subscribers.
Yeah, not subscribers. Yeah, it doesn't.
Right,
I don't see
because
anything.
Not everyone has all the subscriptions that mankind has ever made.
Dude, I even have that fucking stupid Switch family subscription, and nobody plays their Switches anymore. The thing's a piece of shit. It's like.
Did you get the Oya subscription?
Poor Tiffany, man. Poor Tiffany. Man. I don't know if she does it.
The Switch is like a play school computer. Like, who gives a fuck about that piece of shit? But anyway, all right. So that wraps up our gaming news.
Random tangents.
Yes. All right. Well, if you have any news stories you want us to talk about next week, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. You can also comment in this thread in the Tool to Play homepage. And sponsors, look forward to a new Patreon where you can sponsor us directly from there for some short change. Until that's up, 773-527-2961, podcast@tooltoplay.com. Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool Play related, twitter.com/Tool to Play. Everything podcast related is at twitter.com/still_got_game. Facebook the fuck out of us, facebook.com/Tool to Play. We have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tool to Play. That's where you can find this show, all of our archive shows, whether it's Tiff's immature interviews, whether it's Hits Quick Hits, whether it's Thick and Thin with LB and Duty featuring I6 Hitman, whether it's Selden's special show, All of these shows are on there, and it's like the Netflix of cool Tool to Play shit. So, youtube.com/Tool to Play, go there, subscribe, and enjoy the plethora of content. Please rate and review the show in iTunes. Give us 5 stars. If you get an extra 5 seconds, write 5 nice words. These guys are the gods. Yes! Or something to that effect. 5 words is all it takes, and maybe throw an exclamation point at the end. It adds to your credence. We have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/still_got_game. This is one of the places we broadcast live each and every week. We do it we do it on Twitch, we do it on Facebook, we do it on YouTube. But go to Twitch and follow us there and throw us a follow. It mean a lot to us, and you'll be notified whenever we go live. We also have a Discord channel. Discord is where we do our most conversational back and forth with our fans and audience. So if you go to tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord, that's tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord, and you sign up there, you can join our Discord. I'm on there sometimes, Hit's on there sometimes, Selden's on there 24/7. Jan's on there if you @mention him. Even Tiff will be on there if you @mention her. So go to our Discord, join up, and we'll chat all day long about video games and other fun stuff. I guess before we wrap up the show, I want to, reach out to everybody. Hit, what do you got going on? What do you want to pimp? What's special to you? Do you have any special Game Awards things going on, or any of the usual that happens?
No, the Game Awards are done. So yeah, if you check them out.
No one did.
Cool.
So tell them where to go.
I don't even know if you can anymore. They were on.
Oh, it had to be live?
I don't know.
They didn't archive them?
I don't know. I don't. On Jinx TV. Yeah, they're on Jinx TV, Canadian Game Awards. Other than that, just my regular socials. i6hitman on Twitter and YouTube. And follow me on Twitch, i6_hitman. I'll be streaming Mlb the Show tomorrow.
Nice.
Maybe even tonight at midnight. We'll see, but definitely tomorrow. Nice. Happy 420, by the way, and anyone that celebrates.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so that's where you can follow me.
Very nice. So,
all right. You can follow me anywhere on socials at Selden007. I'm pretty much everywhere under that name, so look me up, find me there. Hit me up on Xbox if you want to friend request me, and we can play some games or something like that. I'm always open for it. Looking for people to run Outriders with, so yeah, definitely hit me up if you want. Other than that, just once again, think about if you have a couple extra dollars, think about donating to your local charities. I prefer or would recommend any kind of cancer research charities or anything like that. Do what you can if you have that extra money. If not, the world will understand because it's a fucked up place right now. So, but if you do, go ahead and do throw a few dollars towards some cancer research or something.
Nice.
How about you, Derek?
Oh, thanks, Selden. Thanks for setting me up. All right. You can find me on Twitter at Twitter. I'm at twitter.com/Derek Nolan, facebook.com/Derek Nolan, instagram.com/official Derek Nolan, youtube.com/RealDSmooth, twitch.tv/Derek Nolan. I'm on all the things, and I'm doing stuff. But I instead of following me like Selden, onlyfans.com/Derek Nolan. Not yet.
Keyword yet.
Yeah, but the things I want you to really do is focus on some charity at this point. Like Selden said, American Cancer Society, like I've said in the past, Juvenile Diabetes Foundation, and like I've repeated endlessly, the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. I know things are kind of normalizing now. People are going back to restaurants now that people are vaccinated. People are getting back out. They're going into the community. Hell, even Tiff and I went out to a restaurant and ate. So, like I mentioned last week, yes. And, so yeah, it's time to take care of either people that are sick, people that need this funding, or just people whose jobs have been interrupted. And for a lot of people that are out of work, we don't know how to support you, but we do know how to support the out of work restaurant people, which is kind of why I've been focusing on Restaurant Employee Relief Fund, because I was always a big fan of going out to eat and having a good time. That was severely limited during the pandemic. So, but either way, just look out. Even for you, even if none of these match up with your things, there has to be something that you can support out there that you know, whether it's blood clots or this or that or Parkinson's. There's plenty of things out there that you can find something to give your money to. If you're someone that's working and making plenty of money, you can find something to help someone else out with, and that's all we can hope for. So, all right. Well, I guess on that, I want to remind you all that you can join us each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, at youtube.com/tooltoplay, facebook.com/tooltoplay, and twitch.tv/still_got_game. And next, why don't we wrap this episode up? I'm Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I'm Roger the Hitman.
I am Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
Oh, the Hitman.